Hello. Now we will wait for people to to join. People to join. I hope I hope you can hear me. I think that it's working because there's a little light at the bottom of the screen that moves every time I speak. Hi. But yeah. Hello. There's one person. I kind of took a nap. I didn't kind of take a nap. I did. I took a nap. And I woke up just in time to come just in time to show up here and be live. And we're going to talk about the astrological sign of Aquarius. The full moon is tomorrow. It's the 10th. I guess it's going to be one of those called daytime moons. I mean, it's obviously going to be a nighttime moon too, but you're going to be able to see it, I think, 4:31 p.m. Full. It's very, very early in the day, in my opinion. It's a buck moon. And, let's kind of talk about that, unless there's something else that you want to talk about. Hello, how are you? I think that symbol means that you are my number one commenter. And I appreciate that. Thank you. I turned on subscribers for this channel, but I haven't really said anything about it yet. They have to process it. I mean, obviously, if I had subscribers on this channel, I would do members only chats, live streams, and then I would also do personal videos. I would also do that. Hi, Deborah, you're here. I wasn't expecting to see you, but I'm happy that I am seeing you. I fell asleep. I took a nap. I took an hour-long nap. It was nice. I got really hot outside. It was really hot today. I mean, it's July, so it's kind of expected. But it didn't storm. The last couple of days it's been storming. Oh my goodness, it's 2 a.m. Goodness. That's pretty late. Well, thank you. What time do you have to wake up in the morning? That's late. I'm on my lucky days off. I'm off during the week time. Okay. Well, if you do feel like you're going to be sleepy, I say go ahead and go to bed and get good rest. But thank you for being here. And next week, I will just go live a little bit earlier in the day. I'll probably go live around, I figure 4 p.m. is a nice round number. No, maybe 3 p.m. And I think I'll do it again on Wednesday, 3 p.m. So, but yeah, we're gonna talk about Aquarius. We're going to talk about Aquarius. We're going to talk about the full moon. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Welcome. I love this. We're going to talk about the full moon. It's tomorrow. It's July 10th. Completely visible at 4:31 p.m. So it's one of those daytime moons. Daytime and nighttime moons. Also, Mercury retrograde starts on July 17th and it goes until August 11th. I was going to say it starts on July 17th and it goes until 2025. That makes absolutely no sense. I'm glad you're fabulous. I'm good too, I'm very good. I took a nap. I feel good. It's been an easy day off. I made a video. I pre-recorded a video earlier today and I think probably I'll post that maybe tomorrow or maybe Friday morning. We'll see. Gotta try to do myself some favors and try to pay close attention to this algorithm, you know. So the air conditioner is finally turned off. But yeah, let's see. Let's talk about Aquarius. Aquarius for tomorrow. The full buck moon, because that's what it is. The full buck moon. What is it bringing? What is the full buck moon bringing? Okay. Face down. So, there we go. The sun. It's reversed with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, so I want some more cards. The Chariot sideways. So, in the reading that I pre-recorded earlier, strength came out a lot. I just get I'm feeling like this is a Leo, like an actual person. I'm feeling like this is a Leo, like an actual person. It could just be Aquarius in their energy, It could be the fact that maybe something is not working out, you're not moving forward, kind of isolating possibly a bit with the Hermit. But I mean, you're definitely isolating. There's definitely that. But it could be an actual person. It could just be that something's not working out for you. You're trying to be intelligent. You're trying to be smart with your money, smart with your choices, smart with your energy. Yellow. There's lots and lots of yellow. Lots of yellow because you got the yellow rod there, his staff, and the yellow star. We have lots of yellow in these cards. And then behind that was the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which is kind of making me think possibly, like I said, you're just being incredibly smart. That's what's going on. The Leo is out of the picture. We're not around. Whatever. They're not there. I think that's going to be okay. When I split the deck, was the Ace of Pentacles. It is actually. I said that. Yeah, it is. It really is. There's a lot of major energy going on. But I feel like we're kind of in a major point in time in our human timeline, honestly. It just seems like there's something epic that's happening every single day. Queen of Cups, who is she? Queen of Cups, mother figure, loving mother figure. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Page of Wands reversed, 3 of Wands. Are you not wanting to do something with her? Is she like not inviting you somewhere? The Tower reversed. This came out a lot too, and that's okay. That's a great sign. That's avoiding a bullet, dodging a bullet right there. Ace of Pentacles. There's lots of big opportunities, and I think all these big opportunities, they're happening for Aquarius on their own. Aquarius is making their own way. Aquarius is creating their own destiny. Aquarius, if you were kind of waiting for someone else or expecting someone else to try to take you along on some kind of amazing ride, that was wrong. You're going to do this on your own. The Queen of Wands is behind the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so definitely wherever you can be creative, wherever you can be passionate, that's where you're going to have your success. But yeah, it kind of looks like this Queen of Cups. Maybe you were expecting her to take you somewhere. She's not. But I mean, that's no big deal, right? I don't think that she's really like ugly about it. She's just not asking you. I don't know if she's just actually just not like what's the word I'm looking for? There's not like animosity or anything in between you and her energy. It's just not working, just not going there. And that's okay. Ace of Pentacles again in a different deck. Okay. Ace of Pentacles again. Different deck. Okay. And the Seven of Cups reversed. Wow. With the Father of Swords. Okay. On the bottom of the deck. Libra energy. Nighttime. You know, owls, they hunt at night. But that's Libra energy. It's all encompassing. Oh, tomorrow night. The moon tomorrow night. The moon tomorrow night. The Seven of Cups reversed. Something is going to become very clear to you, you know, you there because the Seven of Cups is where you kind of have like a lot of ideas. You have a lot of possibilities up in the air. You have a lot of things that you've got going on. You've got a lot of things on your mind. You're possibly placing energy into a lot of different things at once. Something is happening. Something is coming big to take away any confusion, to allow you to see. It's kind of like a bullseye. It's kind of like a bullseye. Okay? Something big happening. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is big. Big opportunities. Let's see. And the Hermit was upright. So doing this on your own, keeping your mouth shut, not talking to anyone about it, because it's always good to not tell anybody your plans. But then also, it kind of looks like some people have been trying to come along with you, and maybe there's been some people where you're like, "Yeah, come on. I can take you along." And that's not happening, and that's good. That's a good thing. Tell me more about this Father of Swords. Tell me about the Father of Swords. The Emperor sideways. Okay, so and the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, so who is this Emperor? Libra energy. He follows the rules. He makes decisions. What he says goes. It's almost like, you know, he's like a police officer or a sheriff's deputy. He's got a lot of power. Oh, you need to move on. Crossroads. I mean, that's an exciting time. It is. It's exciting. Pray. Just pray, you know? Ask the Lord to order your steps, and he will. But this Emperor energy, Father of Swords, who is he? Like, who is he? That's my question. Is this like some knight in shining armor that's going to help show you the way of your own success to your own destiny? Is he going to arrest all of the people who have been fucking with you up until now? I mean, anything could happen. Or is this Aquarius? Man, look at this. The King of Swords again. So far, I've gotten the Ace of Pentacles. I've got the Ace of Pentacles in both decks. So far, I've got the Father of Swords, King of Swords in both decks. Okay, seriously. And the Emperor sideways. So if this is a masculine, he's not able to fully be in his power right now for some reason because he's sideways. I don't know if Aquarius, you are just really able to do so many things that you don't really need this person's help. But this person is there, and it's really massive energy, massive power. Hello, John. How are you? If you should need this help, or if you should need this power, they're right here. They're right there. They want to help. They have their sword drawn. And like I said, they're typically it has to do with laws. Typically, the King of Swords, he's enforcing laws. He's enforcing rules. He has power, like a lot of power. Is this like is this like a judge? Could be a judge. You know what this also could be? This could also just be. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to see you too. I don't see you, but I see your name and I see your comment. I see your energy. And thank you for being here. Maybe this is you, Aquarius. Maybe you just need to become the emperor. Maybe you need to start taking on some emperor energy. Because Four of Swords reversed is on the bottom of the deck here. The energies are. The energy is ripe for you to make a successful decision, to make a successful move. Be in the power of it. Embrace the power. Okay, so as I'm talking, shuffling, this one card just flipped all the way this way on top of the Emperor and the King of Swords cards. It fell face down. Oh, hi, Gemini. Okay, so Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. There we go. And the Page of Cups reversed. This is like someone not giving an apology. Someone not giving an apology. Someone promising money, promising some kind of opportunity, promising that they're going to give someone a job, and then they didn't give that person the job. The job fell through, and they're not apologizing for it. Okay, so yeah, I think Aquarius needs to become the emperor for one. I think that's the thing. I think it's a possibility that there was someone who kind of screwed Aquarius over, someone who had power. Whoever this King of Swords is, this Father of Swords. Two of Cups. Okay. And then the Empress. Okay, so now I'm really getting that this is a person from the past. This is this is the romantic partner that Aquarius has been kind of like dreaming about, hoping to meet. For some reason, I kind of get the impression that Aquarius has possibly been waiting for someone to come and like that's going to be the momentum that's needed, the catalyst that's needed to move things forward, like a partner. Okay, so the Empress fell out upright with the Two of Cups upright. So Aquarius, if the Aquarius that's watching me right now, if they want the boss of his mother. Janine, hi, how are you? Hi. So Aquarius, I know that Aquarius is amazing and Aquarius can do a lot of things. They can do a lot of things. But if Aquarius, if you're waiting for someone to come and join your life, to become your partner, then you need to stop doing the things that they would do. You need to stop doing the things that they would do. Because now I'm kind of starting to think Aquarius is definitely the Empress at this point in time. Definitely completely abundant, has amazing energy, Queen of the Earth type energy. Everything that's like natural, organic, there's a like endless abundance and vitality that is coming from Aquarius energy. It's very magical. because this is such a high vibe energy to be in, things are just kind of floating towards Aquarius without needing to be too much work done. But there's also still work being done. It's like you're still making kind of some serious decisions, kind of you're making cuts a little bit, you know? If you want there to be your partner, you need to kind of stop taking so much action. That's only if you want that. Stop taking so much action. But if you're actually just trying to make this Ace of Pentacles thing happen, and you're just doing this on your own, and you know you're going to do this on your own without a partner, without anyone else, then there's one step you need to take further. There's something else you need to just do. Like there's some kind of action you just need to take. Maybe you do need to contact somebody. Maybe you need like legal advice for a business. That is a possibility too. Hi. I'm good. I'm good. It's my day off. So I told someone the other day, I was like, if you had a bad day off, it would really suck. It would. So, okay. I've had a great day off. Just me. I pulled some weeds. Got a new tarp for outside. Cleaned my house. Played with my cats. Sat and talked with my neighbor. Yesterday, my neighbors have been in my day. I've noticed which I mean, obviously they're my neighbors and I have really amazing neighbors. I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. But I was cooking yesterday at around 3:30 and all of a sudden I just heard help. And I turned music down and I was like, is that really what I'm hearing? Help. Thank you. Me too. I realize what a rarity it really is to have neighbors that I enjoy so much. So I'm very grateful for it. But I kept hearing help. And so I walked outside. I'm like, where is this coming from? And I keep walking towards the sound. And one of my neighbors, two trailers over, she had fallen. She couldn't get up. She's an older lady. She was drunk. I helped her get up. She was really out of it. She was really out of it. She couldn't really say much of anything. But, I was like, okay, thank God she's not, And then I was like, well, I did my good deed for today. I helped my neighbor when she was crying out for help. And then earlier today, one of my other neighbors is digging up tree roots. I sat and I talked with him a couple of different times. I sat down there and talked to him. He's really nice too. It's kind of nice to just sit and talk with people. When they're not crabby and they're not psychotic. I love it. It's good. It's good. It's one of the good things in life. Okay. So, tomorrow, the full moon. All of these things were coming up for tomorrow, the full moon. I'm going to choose to remember the Ace of Pentacles 2 times. The Ace of Pentacles 2 times. Also, that King of Swords energy. Maybe if you are starting your own business, you really should just get some legal advice. And just kind of have all of your bases covered. If you don't need legal advice, you most definitely need to pay very close attention to the rules and the laws of what you're doing. And if anyone is in your existence and they're breaking rules and they're breaking laws, quite obviously, you need to cut that person out. Because you don't need that kind of energy at all. You don't need that energy around you at all. And there is kind of like in my Mercury retrograde, I mean, I guess I could ask that too, but I did this Mercury retrograde video earlier, and there's just kind of like a slew of people coming back from the past just that are still not doing great. And you know, the only reason that they're coming back is to try to make you not do great. So, okay, 2 of Swords. That came out sideways, but I didn't really ask a question. I do kind of want to know, like, tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles 2 times. What is this Ace of Pentacles? The Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man reversed. Okay. The Ace of Swords with the Hanged Man reversed. Okay. So the Hanged Man reversed. So the Hanged Man, when he's upright, he represents some kind of serious sacrifice. Like completely, he hangs from his leg. His hands are tied behind his back. He cannot move. He cannot get himself out of the current situation that he's in. Also, his blood, everything is flowing to his head because he is the Hanged Man. So it's all about like flipping your perspective and going completely cerebral into your mind. You know, what is going on? What do you want? There's something that Aquarius needs to go into their mind for, and they're not doing it. Like Aquarius is not roughing it enough or something for them to realize exactly what they want and exactly what they need to happen. But this is some kind of massive truth, you know? This is the way it is. It's almost like you're not completely honoring your truth. There's something you were created to do that you're not quite doing yet, and you don't really know about it yet. You're not totally sure about it. Once you're completely sure about it, it's just going to be the way that things are. Yeah, once you're sure about it, then you won't be doing this. You won't be doing 7 of Pentacles, you know, putting a lot of effort into something and not getting very much in return. Especially when it comes to, you know, King of Cups, father figures, you know, whether it be like a baby daddy or, you know, just a potential person to just watch over you, love over you, and like keep you safe instead of you keeping everybody else safe. Let's see. Let's ask about career. Tell me about Aquarius. Tell me something for tomorrow. The full moon, the full buck moon for Aquarius. Tell me something. Their career. 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Woohoo. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So this right here, 5 of Wands, everybody's got an idea. Everybody's got something they want to say. Everybody's got their own idea for how things should go. No one is listening to anyone. It's chaos. And I think that, you know what, Aquarius, you need to just try to keep it to yourself. Hello, Alexander. How are you? I think you need to just kind of like focus on yourself. I also see this 2 of Pentacles as I think somebody in charge is maybe playing both sides. Like maybe, well, obviously everybody is not getting along. Maybe there's some kind of a boss or a supervisor who's kind of like playing both sides, like talking to you while also talking to another person. Maybe keep that in mind. Again, one of those situations, just keep your mouth closed. You don't need to talk to them. You don't need to say anything. You don't. They're all fighting over something small. I mean, it may seem like a really big thing to them, but it's in the grand scheme of things, it's actually not worth fighting over. It's chaos. It's dumb. If you can call out tomorrow, maybe just call out. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, thank goodness. They're not fighting over like a raise or a winning lottery ticket or, some kind of like thousands of dollars paycheck. They're not fighting over that. It's nothing that big of a deal. I am. Do you have a question? I mean, right now I'm answering just kind of like my own questions. But if you have a question, by all means, state it. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Hello. Welcome. I love this. Lots of people are here. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure it did. I fixed my sound. It was a really awful sound for such a good reading, in my opinion. Mercury retrograde. It's coming up. But back to you, Alexander. Yes, I am. I am answering questions. Thank you. Sweet Deborah, you're still here. Okay. Your new job, getting a bad vibe and had a moment this week that had me questioning things. Okay. Well, I mean, typically vibes, I mean, if you're getting a bad vibe, I mean, I think that's your gut telling you something and you should definitely listen to it because you're probably right. Most humans, whenever they get a gut feeling or a bad vibe, it's their intuition telling them something. And majority of the time they are right. But I will ask to get a card or however many want to come out for that question for you. Just tell me about Alexander's work, his job, his job. Tell me about his new job. Okay, so it's work. I love it when the tarot is a smartass. It's work. The Tower reversed. Okay, so nothing catastrophic. Nothing's falling apart. Eight of Cups reversed and Page of Pentacles and the Tower reversed. Okay, so I feel like it's a possibility that you could be picking up on bad vibes, but also it may seem I don't know what your situation is. Better than last year. Probate is finally over. Don't have to do. I was actually thinking about that like 2 days ago. I was wondering how that is going, and I'm glad. I'm very glad. I can't imagine how stressful that is. It must suck so much energy out of you and make it so difficult to move forward in any part of your life when you're going through something like that. Okay. I wish I knew what to say because that's still not great news. Hopefully, she will start to see the truth. Maybe give her time. And she'll start to see the truth. You know? Pray. Pray. With Alexander, so I don't know exactly what your career situation is, but it does look like it's a possibility that maybe you are just going over in your head, maybe something from the past that you walked away from or that walked away from you that you had to leave and you kind of wish that you hadn't. And maybe you're kind of replaying, it could have been better. It should have been better. I should have had something better. Um, but you were possibly forced to go in the direction that you're in right now. And so maybe maybe there is something that, that happened that gave you a bad vibe, but maybe it's not as bad as you actually feel. Let me Okay. Well, man, it really sucks that so many narcissists are bosses. It really does because it's basically impossible to enjoy your job for anyone when your boss is a narcissist. Hmm. So he knows that you know he's full of shit. That's that's what you're saying. Yeah. Most narcissists don't like it when people can figure out their game. I also have this gift. Um, I don't know how old you are, Alexander. I mean, I am just finally old enough, but it still bothers me. Still bothers me because, your job is your livelihood. Most people go to their job because they have to, because they have to. They need it in order to survive in life. Okay, so you're older than me. Just a little tiny bit. But work problems, it's just so difficult, because you need it. Your whole life depends on it. If you eat, if you pay your bills, if your kids eat, if your cats eat, if your dogs eat, it's all dependent on this job. And then, you may be like a little bit like me where I actually kind of try to do a good job. And so with a narcissist, it doesn't ever matter how hard you try or how hard you work or how good you are at your job. Unless you're making them look good, they don't care. And then that is incredibly disheartening. These are all reasons why I think we need to become our own bosses. It's going to take some risk, though. It's definitely going to take some sacrifice. Four of Cups reversed with the Empress reversed. Yeah. So I kind of think that your job is, yeah. I mean, I think you already know what I'm going to say. Your job is kind of sucking energy, good energy, vital energy, vitality from you. It's making you tired. It's making you too tired. It's taking you too long to recuperate from being there. Um, I feel like Aquarius, all of us. Well, if you don't need the money, then I mean, if you don't need the money, then well, I mean, I wouldn't stick around with this person if you didn't have to. Oh, I wouldn't be around a person, a narcissist, and no, if I didn't have to be. But also, I would do different things than other people if I had all the money in the world and I didn't need money. I would just probably go back to just being like a gypsy. Oh, I mean, that's kind of sad. I mean, it's nice that you're with your sick uncle. It's nice that he's not alone, but it's also kind of I guess that's kind of life, though. There's life, there's a beginning, and there's also an ending, so it's all a part of life. So, the way that I guess the way that your uncle views it is probably the most important. I can, Janine. Welcome. Okay, so, okay, general question, is Janine heading in the right direction? Should she take a risk? Should she take a bigger risk? Should she take a bigger risk? Janine, should she take a bigger risk? I'm gonna say maybe just chill where you are. I'm gonna say just maybe don't take too many big risks. Just kind of chill. That's what I'm gonna say. And if you do take any kind of a risk, I would do it alone and I wouldn't tell anybody. But for the time being, just kind of chill where you are. Give it till Mercury retrograde's done. Give it till August 12th. So yeah. So if you do take any kind of a risk or try to make anything happen more than what you're normally doing, if there's a way for you to do it behind the scenes, if there's a way for you to do it where no one else will see you do it, um, then do it that way. But for the most part, I'm gonna just say, just kind of just chill. Just chill for a second. Enjoy it being easy for a little while, just for a minute. Don't try to move too fast. It's the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Wands sideways. See? So, okay. Now, okay, Sarah, what might happen if Sarah went for it? And congratulations, Sarah. That's exciting. I mean, I kind of feel like I've been talking about starting Aquarius starting their own business. I feel like it's got to be probably the way to go. But again, we're getting close to Mercury retrograde. So it's just such a tricky time to put that much risk into such a tricky time when tell me what I need to tell Sarah about this beginning of a business, starting a business. What would happen with it? That's really kind of you, Alexander, what you just said. I just read that. Okay. So the moon reversed and the tower reversed for Miss Sarah. This fell out in my lap. Um, and the moon reversed. Okay. So I don't know why it won't focus. Why is it not focusing? There we go. I say if you wanted to start taking the steps to starting a business, I mean, I feel like that's not bad energy. It's the tower reversed and the moon reversed. There's not going to be secrets. You're going to know what you're getting into. You won't have any kind of like mysteries or unknown things, unknown emotions, unknown things that can bring you unknown emotions popping up. You're going to know it all, you know? nothing is going to be hidden from you. Nothing is going to be kept in the dark from you. And then also the Tower reversed. That's dodging a bullet, you know? That's avoiding a catastrophe. I kind of feel like it might be a good idea, you know? I feel like that might be a good idea, Sarah. I feel like it might just work out. That's what would happen if you went for it. I'm like, sorry. I didn't mean to make that sound. It sounded kind of scary. But okay. The devil popped out. But you know what? The devil is not always a bad thing. The devil works really hard. He works really hard, tirelessly, obsessively to make something happen too. He's not always toxic. He is not always toxic. So, in the Knight of Cups, I mean, I think I was still thinking about you whenever I did that, Sarah. So, we have the Knight of Cups here. I feel like as long as you can do things in moderation and you're not exhausting yourself, or as long as you're not falling into some kind of a vice to make this thing happen, to make your store happen, I think everything should turn out well for you. It's almost like you know exactly how it will go. You know what I mean? Whenever I see the moon reversed, it seems like the store is something that you really enjoy, that you really love. Almost like you're falling in love with a business or with your own business, which hopefully that's how a business would be, right? Okay. Well, I think that it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, you know? Look into it further. Look into it further, but don't sign any contracts during Mercury retrograde. Just don't. Just don't sign contracts during Mercury retrograde. Maybe try to get everything in place so that possibly during Leo season, which Leo is the leader, and that is coming after Mercury retrograde, maybe get it all in place to kind of hardcore seriously, move forward with it in Leo season, like with that really good, like Leo leader energy. Good. I'm glad. Some people don't believe me, and I'm just like, I promise you, your plane ride is going to have turbulence, or your hotel reservation might get switched. I'm telling you, it might get canceled. Thank you, Alexander. Are you talking about this tarot, or are you talking about psychiatric acute care unit? Because they're both beautiful. You're right. But the psychiatric acute care unit, in theory, is still not very beautiful, but it's good. It's good. It's honest. Definitely is one of the only jobs where I can actually say, like, I know I go to work and I am actually doing something good for another human being. Just pretty tough to do in today's society in 2025. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I get a little bit concerned with all of these funding cuts that are happening. I get a little concerned. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Janine. You have a really good night. Thank you for being here. And hopefully I helped you a little bit. A little bit. I'll see y'all also. I'll be going live next week as well. So hopefully I will see everybody else next week too. Good. I'm glad. Okay. Let's see. Does anybody else have any more questions? Does anybody have any more questions? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. There definitely there's a lot of big cuts from mental health. For sure. And it's kind of depressing. Hopefully something better will come into play. Hopefully something better will come into play. That's what I keep praying for. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. The other video is posted. I just need to switch it to public. So maybe I'll do that here in a little bit. It's a pretty good video. Okay, Devaya, hi. Let's see. Looking for... I'm glad you're here too, Deborah. I'm wondering if you should keep looking or give up on it. Should Devaya keep looking or give up on it? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Devaya? I kind of feel like maybe maybe just give up on it until Mercury retrograde is done. Give up on it until Leo season. Don't give up on it forever, but just give up on it for a little bit of time. Because I feel like there's nothing really set in stone that the universe has to bring to you just yet. And I feel like it may be causing you to get a little bit frustrated and lower your energy, your vibe. And that's not what you want to do. So just kind of put a bookmark in that. You know, bookmark it and then come back to it a little in like 3 weeks time. That's what I say. It's these two cards. So that's my advice. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you. The world needs us. Let's see what my cards say for Miss Deborah. The world needs us. The world needs healers. Most definitely. I feel like this is a really interesting point in time where previously, like pretty much the only healers like 50 years ago would have been sought out would be just like medical doctors. And I feel like we're in this point in time where we just people, regular everyday people in the world are kind of waking up to our gifts and being able to help humans. It's like, you know, we didn't go to a medical school. We just learned in life. We're kind of waking up. You're welcome, Devaya. Let's see. What do I need to tell Deborah? What do I need to tell Deborah about this move and at the crossroads? just gives me so much New Orleans vibes. Maybe you need to move to New Orleans. When I think of Crossroads, I just think New Orleans. Tell me about, what do I need to tell Deborah about this move in Crossroads? The High Priestess and the Fool reversed. Okay, so you're going to do something and you know what you want to do. You know exactly what you want to do. You know where you want to go. You know almost everything, actually. And it's something that you've tried before. It's something that you've done before. Like, this is something you know how to do it. You've done it before. You can do it again, but you also need to not tell anyone when you do it. Keep your mouth shut. So just know that. Pray silently in your head and let God lead the way. Because if the High Priestess is anything, she knows everything, but she is also mute. She doesn't tell anyone anything. So you know what to do and you know where to go. You know how it's going to go because you've done it before. Just okay. Okay, I love all of y'all. Thank you for being here. This is fun. This is very fun. This was a very good turnout. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's come here, all the love, all the support, everybody coming together, being kind to each other. I love this. Thank you. And I will see y'all next week when I'm live. And yeah, there will be the Mercury retrograde video popping up like either tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Good. I love that, Deborah. Thank y'all so much, and y'all have sweet dreams, okay?